Greetings, traveler.
What can you say, guys? Foul spine. Bam! Rex. Alright, well, Pyro is very nice. Just such a good card, man. Such a good card. Oh, I was gonna say, oh, but this is actually good in Rogue, so cool. Shaved by the bell. Oh shit, I should be crafting Pyro in gold. Fuck, every time I like get my first gold card, I get reminded like, I'm crafting shit in gold, right? Alright. So do I want the backstab, do I want the nesting rock, or the jade shuriken? I probably want the backstab. I definitely don't want the jade shuriken because backstab, in my opinion, is better. And nesting rock is just like really good. So it's between these two. I'm gonna go with the backstab. We have the pyro, which can get for some really sick plays. Tar Creeper over Treshadon, yep. As we said earlier, big minions are a little bit more risky, so rather have that. Wow, this is premium. Mimic Pot is card draw, but technically so is Huckster. I'm gonna go for the Huckster, it's just so good. Every time my opponent plays this, I feel bad. I feel really bad. It's just like, I can't win. It's like, even if you free kill it, you're like, yay, give him one of my cards. Executioner, thanks so much for the 9 months. Tasty. Thanks so much, man. First sub of the day. Boom. Awesome. Assassin's Blade, question mark? It's pretty good against Mage. Just go to the dome. If I put in Venom on this, that's pretty sexy as well. I'll take an Assassin's Blade. Take a pint-sized here. Oh, no! Why? What have we done? Wow. Huh, so that's how we're gonna play it, hey, Hearthstone? Could it just be Sinister Strike then? I guess it's just Sinister Strike. Like we have well, Pyromancer for the AoE. You want to bet already, Nasak? Don't you want to see what the deck looks like first? Yeah, let's go Sinister Strike. You know, most of the time Eviscerate, we're gonna try to go face anyway, so. Would you say Assassin's Blade got a bit better because of Envenom? Honestly, I don't think that's how you want to use it. I think you want to just use it to go to the dome. I like it in general. I think I'll pick a Treshadon here. I don't think I need another 2-2. I already have 2 of them. 3 2-drops in general. I've got a Tar. So it's Servant of Kalimos or Small Time Buck. Small Time Buck isn't terrible in Rogue. It's nowhere near as good as it once was. I think I'll go with the Servant. This means we'll get a Servant. You trust me? Well, you might. The others don't, so... So I'm gonna go and... I'm gonna go and draft the deck first. Oh, Firefly is nice with the Servant pickup, and it's just a good card in general. There's not really much to talk about in that pick. Ooh, Shaku. Yeah, we like Shaku. Captain Greenskin isn't bad. It's not bad for Rogue, but Shaku is a Shaku, right? Still fine with Assassinate, right? We don't really have anything yet. Yeah. How much gold do you have, Shady? 39,790. So if we do well, we might break 40k with this run. Oh. Why don't we just open the same thing again? Probably just Naga Corsair. It's still a good card, even though the crab is around. Ooh, these are both pretty good. Probably the Flappy Birds, but they're both pretty good. I've learned to really appreciate this even in Rogue, just because there are so many nice neutral taunts you forget about, is like Primordial Drake, There's Curator, right? Those are like two very nice neutral taunts. Bach Reaper, obviously, Sagoth. Those are all options. But Flappy Bird kind of can just run away with the game, right? I guess it depends on what we're feeling like. Do we feel like we need more stuff? We have Seda Treshadon for stuff. We got Servant of Kalimos for stuff. Hunter City Huckster for stuff. I don't know, man. Flappy Bird just feels so good in Rogue. I'm just gonna go with it. Storpike. Yeah, I don't think we need the two. Probably Mimic Pot here. We picked the Flappy Bird earlier for like the pressure play. Bomb Squad in Rogue is kind of iffy anyway. Where are you from? I'm from Belgium. Unless you weren't talking to me, then that person's probably not from Belgium. So it's a small country. Journey? Don't really like it, but I don't think I want another 5 mana card. Journey can also trigger Ball Pyro. Journey's been kind of lackluster for me recently. But I don't think I want the Avian, which is by default lackluster. Champion or Cleric? It's probably the Champion. That's fine. Could be the Zealous, but it's probably the Stormwind Knight. We could do it with a 4. Helps on the defense. Second SI Agent or Lotus Agents. I think this one is rough, actually. SI Agent is ridiculously good, but Lotus Agents does what you want it to do, which is prolong the game. Now, I do have 2 7-drops already. I have a Mimic Pot, I have a Shaku, I have an Undercity Huckster. I don't think I greed out for the Lotus Agent here, because I think my matchup versus Mage is going alright right now. With the Mimic Pot, with the Assassin's Blade as well, which is pretty much tailor-made for... beating mages, right? You just go face. I think we're okay. I mean, obviously, you're not going to be sad with either card here. You're going to get a really good card. But I would like to go for the slightly more tempo-oriented pick here, so that we do better against the non-mages. Because against non-mages, you're better off picking the SI. Swashbuckler. It's good to combo the SIs. This one's interesting. I don't need the Thunder Lizard, so I'm gonna go with the Mastodon, which is a little weird. It's not super roguelike, but I don't think this does enough for my early game to want it. Like, at least this, if it doesn't get removed, it's a huge problem, right? Going with the Lasher here. The Pedal will be insane for comboing the SIs. Could be Illusionist over Cult Master, because I don't really need the Cult. Like, look at this deck. It's got stuff, right? We don't need card draw. And Illusionist is so good in Rogue. Yep. Probably just the 2 here. We can definitely do with it too. I think I'll just go with the Buck. Another 1 mana card to combo the SIs. Especially with the Mastodon pickup, I feel like we're doing alright, like in the terms of value department. We could go for Twilight Drake here, but honestly, like, how big is a Twilight Drake going to be in this deck? And the 1-drop just makes the SI once again more comboable. We also have a Valspine. Yeah, I prefer the small time buck here. Okay. It's good. We like having our SIs, we like having our backstab and such.
You're back.
Alright, let's give the Thespian. This can definitely happen with this deck. So we have a little bit more big stuff than we would normally have. Which is why we went for the disciplined pick with the Buccaneer, the SI and stuff. Yeah. We do have a fan to help out with the spread. Like we said, the backstab and the SI definitely help out as well. I'm gonna have to dagger this. You could play the secret then, but it's kind of okay. I think I'd rather just give him this. It sounds weird, but this deck, I think we just don't want to take too much damage. Especially with Vine Cleaver being a thing.
Hey goons, over here!
It's a bit of a waste, obviously, just dumping your 3-2 into a 2-2. So we're down a card now, but that card is a secret, so that usually doesn't get full value anyway. The bets are still a zero sum, right? You mean you can't win more than was put in on the other side? Yes. So the upside of daggering here is you get to play these guys on 5. The downside of daggering here is you don't have a 3-1 next turn. I think I'd still keep the Pyro for I think I'll still keep the Pyro for the AoE potential. We're really approaching this matchup from a more control standpoint because our deck is fairly heavy. We already have a 7-drop in the hand. Pretty likely to get one of our value cards on top of that.
Talk about a nice shot.
That's okay. Yeah.
For the king!
Here we go.
For honor!
That's alright. Okay. I think I might just Pyro and hit his face, but that's kind of weird. I might just SI his face as well, because he's going pretty slow. I probably won't, but let's have a look. So it's not a Repentance, which makes me want to just dagger his face.
Here we go.
For honor!
Okay, so Redemption or Getaway Kodo, which is a little weird, because the Wasp won't get killed, but whatever. So not having the 3-3 body on the board from the SI hurts a little bit. But obviously we do get to use the damage. Because he's slowed down so much, I think I can step it down a notch. And oh, he's willing to get away with that. Oh, we can kill the dude instead. Nice. We could even use the Pyro AoE, but I don't know. Doesn't feel necessary. I might just use a Commander and stab. Wow, that surprises me. Pretty happy to see the Wasp go. Now it feels like we're splitting it up.
Hey, you wanna buy a funnel cake?
Here we go.
Enjoy your dude.
Ha, this guy's toast. For honor!
So we nullified the secret. That was nice. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable right now. Yeah, it's good, but I don't think it's good enough. Oh, it's definitely not good enough. Alright, so we could have a 6/6 and a 3-1. Or we could have a 5-7. Or we could have a 3-1 and a 4-2, but I do want to use a 7 mana card. It's pretty greedy to not use Grime Street here, but we could get so much more out of the Grime Street later. Like shielding the Mastodon, for instance, but that's pretty darn greedy. I think keeping the 3 reach on board is better, so let's just not be too greedy here.
You pay, I protect. Lights out.
3 damage here, plus 2 damage here, plus 1 damage here. That's already killing 6 health, which you wouldn't be able to do. You'd have to throw in your Threshodon otherwise. So, just not being too greedy here. Nope. Don't kill my 6-6. Okay. No tables need to be flipped. We're good. I might just play the Commando and the Shaku here. Yeah, I don't really want to dagger, but I definitely don't want to let this live because Dino size. So I'm just gonna go and develop.
I've got a huge gun. Sucker should have paid.
Donk. Yeah, it's good how we went from defense to offense now. It was really the turn where he played the Wasp and played really slow. That's where we got to do stuff. $12, 13, 16. May as well check. Oh baby. Oh baby, a triple. I do want to clear, but this is like awful. I could have hit here, but I kind of don't want to miss my lethal. We could trade here and shield and trade, but that's kind of meh. I guess we just leave him with a bartender, let him dino size into the taunt.
Not on my watch.
This is so bad of a trade, right? If he goes dino size trade, he's dead, so let him. It's fine.
I'm not ready.
Okay. It's fine. So we don't have lethal, so I don't really feel compelled to throw in this guy. We could fan and trade off the 4, which I think is fine. Get us a card here. That's a nice draw.
I'm ready.
Keep the Shaku healthy. Okay.
This is my responsibility.
Here we go.
Should have paid.
All good. You was 100% sure that 3+3 plus dagger would be the play on turn 8. Which 3s? Fate play. I was actually thinking about not playing it, but whatever. Whatever, dude.
Go.
Get down.
You down! Yay.
Should have paid.
What a win, look at that. Overwhelming victory. Get down! Get down again!
Valera versus Leandrin.
My hammer burns with holy fire.
Ooh, combos.
You're back.
I like this. Do I like this? How many ones do I have? Burglar, Buccaneer, Firefly. I don't really have the 4s, but then again I don't really have a 3 because I don't want to play this on 3. I think it'd be okay. Okay, it's not terrible. It's a nice draw as well.
Reporting for duty.
Lost in the angle. Because we have the fan, I'm considering of not daggering. Usually dagger's the play here. We take considerably less damage with Huckster, right? We don't. 1, 2, 3. The dagger is the expected play, of course. I'll play the Huckster because if he goes face, we can fan. Assuming he plays a 3 health minion here. If you go for dagger, you're gonna start taking quite a bit of damage. Oh, he's trading? Oh, okay, he's trading. So if we play the Lasher here, we get to play Ping SI next turn. We do already have Storm and Night, but I think I'd rather just Lasher pass. Because you could dagger, but this is all like pretty slow and pretty risky. How did they do it, man? How did they do it? Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Don't have enough to deal with it right now,
Don't forget to tip your Torin.
which is unfortunate. Which means we're probably just dead, right? Holy shit. Okay. Let's think about this. That's gonna add up to 2 more times. I have Pyro Pedal, which deals quite a bit of AoE. I also have a Fan of Knives for next turn, Pyro Fan for 2 AoE. So, assuming the 2-3 is killing my 2-2, that's going to be at 1. I could just use the Stormwind to pick up the 2-1.
Choose soon.
Man, this is tricky. I could also do this. That's probably better. That's more damage developed. That's better. It's not as clean, but I think it's better. Oh my god. What a joke, man. What a joke. What a fucking joke. Wow, he got like the perfect adaptation every single time. That's insane. It's pretty skillful. Is there anything I can draw? I can Holy Wrath for 1 million, right? I think that's generally my out. Like, what's my other out? If I fan 2 mana, no way, right? It's YOLO or nothing here. Pathetic.
Hey, lights out.
Alright, well, we lost that game doing absolutely nothing wrong. I don't know.
Valera versus
Mm.
Anduin. The light shall bring victory.
Watch your back.
If I keep a Shaco against Priest, probably not, right? Go for the early game. So, which plays open up for me then? Not questioning you here or anything, right? Just like generally curious. Like, what would my turn 3 have been, for instance? Whoa. Coin Hive Queen. Okay, buddy.
Here we go.
Please get the Sinister Strike. So one of these 5 cards. Oh, that's a nice hit here. Kind of unusual to see without glasses. Did you laser? I don't need, I don't have prescription glasses. These are here to make the contrasts better. But in the mornings, I don't really need them. Like, it's more for the evenings. If we go for the Sinister SI here, we kill it fairly clean. The other one is we just keep slowing them down. I should have traded here, right, if I were killing that. Yeah, need to be a little bit more on the ball here.
Choose soon.
It's fine.
This guy's
Here
toast.
we go.
You could have killed the Fledgling because you could have daggered up and killed it with Petal SI when you had 4. So I would have played the Razor guy on 2. I would have daggered on 3. And then I would have Petaled SI. The way how he played, I don't think that kills it, right? I'll have to double check, but I don't know. So I have Stormpike. It's not really that great. Swarm or Dagger is more tempo. We can trade. Puts this into Holy Nova range though. Stormpike here prevents the Holy Nova. I think Potion of Madness he would have already done, so I'm pretty sure he doesn't have it. I think I'll respect the Holy Nova and use a Stormpike. I mean, do I really respect Holy Nova then? Not really. I could Divine Spirit here, trade, and drop the 3. That's actually not too bad, right? Let's drop the Divine Spirit. Do I need a combo here? I don't, right? Oh my god, holy shit, what am I doing? That's fine. We'll just do the other play now. If he has the Holy Nova, it's okay. This wasn't a terrible alternative anyway, but... Alright. Let's start focusing up, guys. EU order, absolutely. Letting my region down. But never punished, so... Hey. So we could Stormpike here. Face in the 1.
Option.
Face trade. Could equip the Assassin's Blade, face in the 3. No, it's not really necessary, right? We're happy just going this way.
Here we go.
Hey, lights out.
I think I'd rather just keep this healthy. Oh my god.
Choose soon.
Shock is spiraling out of control. Yeah, he coined Flappy Bird, right? Okay. This is summon 1/1s. So Fan could be good here. Face in the 1 in here, 3 in here. No, we don't need 3 here. We need 2 here.
I wonder.
Could go for Lyra, Divine Spirit, but I'd rather get more. check with that. Do we just play that? Depends if I want to get the fan going. Put this on this thing. Face 1-1. It's not really necessary. I don't really know what I want to do here.
I wonder.
Nothing's particularly good.
Choose soon. Here we go.
Bum, bum.
Here we
Yeah, so
go.
bum, bum. Okay, that's fine. I didn't really want to play more into AoE anyway.
This document looks legally binding.
We could let Shaku die at this point. No, no we can't. Your hand is full! Man, this is great. Hand full. Alright, so we can't Shaku. Oh no, your hand is full! How are we killing this thing? 2 in here. Face into 4, go face. What am I using my mana on? Probably want to get 2 cards out of my hand, right? This is called winning too hard. The fuck? Holy shit.
Many artifacts.
Summoning portal open.
The ordering is like super off, but I've kind of stopped caring. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I've kind of stopped caring.
Choose soon.
Tentacle to Shaku. Soon we have more priest cards in our hand than rogue cards. Wait, do we already have it? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, we're not there yet. We're closing in. 4 out of 9 cards are priest. Give in. Sure. Alrighty, buddy. Cool.
Here we go.
There we go. We need a peddler. We desperately need a peddler. Razor peddler, blah blah blah.
What?
Razor pedal lasher. Hi, Hunter. Cool. My first instinct is these, just because that's like absolute most tempo, and that looks for our things that handle Hunter, which I'm okay with. If I were playing against the mage, I'd definitely keep my Undercity Huckster, and I'd consider keeping the pint-sized. However, because I'm playing against the hunter, I just want tempo. And pint-sized, although it will give you tempo, is pretty likely to be dealt with, whereas this can give you then an extra reach, guaranteed. And I want to keep all 3 of them, just because it's less likely we'll be able to combo. Oh boy, that's great. I'd say we're in a good point. I'd say we're in a good position. Yeah. No Lyra. I'm sorry, guys. I kind of just wanted to get out of that game before I did something dumb and holy fired my own face or something like that. I need to start focusing up, but I feel good. Like, my mind is clear. I really think it's just like a warm-up. Because the Divine Spirit was really dumb, right? I was gonna Divine Spirit after I hit. That was like a really, really weird play. Okay, he's going pretty slow, so we have a couple options here. Most of the time I think we're going to end up playing Lasher, but I could coin Shaku, makes it a bit harder to coin the SI. There's no point in playing this, he'll just trade it. We could Dagger up, but that's a little slow. So I think going over all the options, it's pretty clear we want to do this. Just get more flexibility. Would you ever coin both the 1-drops? No, not with this hand. You have SI Agent in hand. It's just no way. No way the 1s are getting coined.
Don't forget to tip your Tauren.
Don't forget to tip your Tauren. Does he cash in on the 2-2 here with the 2-1? Does he go face? Does he hold it? Arcane shot. Okay. You Tampa. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, that's not face. Alright. So, play number 1. Fledgling, see what he does. Play number 2. Petal, coin, SI. It's a little of an overreaction. Play number 3, Shaku. I think that's a little bit too little, right? So I think the bird is the perfect middle here. It doesn't need to go off against Hunter. Just the fact that he needs to deal with it is good. We want to keep this number as high as possible, right? You have such a good board, you may as well go Shaku on turn 3. I think that kind of reasoning is what gets you killed versus Hunters, right? Like the, we're good, right? We're good, we're good. Alright, I do want to trade this thing because it makes everything a lot easier for me. So I'm considering it. Because I want to play the Thespian. If I go Thespian, Shaku for instance, and trade here, it's pretty difficult for him to deal with my board. I think I will just trade. I don't think I take the Adapt. We could take the Adapt. Alekian, thank you so much for the 4 months in a row. Welcome back. Good to see you. Yeah, I think this is where we just play like kind of weird, but looks good. You get Wind Fury and then trade Kappa. I don't know, it's a Hunter. If this is not a Hunter, I'm like, yeah, fuck it. We'll go face, see what we get. But against the Hunter, especially with this slower rogue deck, I am 100% a defender. There is no way that I'm gonna end up being like, man, I wish I aggroed this guy a little harder. Okay, so 1 fan of knives, please. Fledgling trades. It's more like, I feel if I don't trade, then I'm gonna lose it anyway next turn, and he gets really good trades that way. Okay, so here I'm okay going face, even though this trade is pretty good. What will I do afterwards? This will pick up something. I mean, if this trade's here, it's not too bad. I could pedal SI to kill it. Yeah, I'm gonna go face. Wow, that's super shit. Alright, Divine Shield. So, change of plans. Is there a way we kill all the things? Trade 1, pedal 1, dagger 1. That makes it kind of hard for him to deal here. I might just leave him with the 3-3 instead. Elemental, pedal, SI. Leave him with 1 guy. Kind of hard for him to deal with the Flappy Bird, so he might just leave the Flappy Bird alive.
Choose soon.
So this is happening. I could still go kill this and let him trade and keep the Shaku. But I think I just want to reduce the number of things on his board.
This guy's toast.
So it's a little weird, but this way we protect Flappy Bird, right? You've never seen Fledgling hit a minion before. Well, I mean, I feel like I could be wrong, right? Obviously, because I throw away stats by trading. But I make sure, or I don't make sure, but I make it much more likely that my Thespian will protect my Fledgling for another turn, right?
I wonder.
You don't really protect it? Okay, but if he goes double trade into Fledgling, I am super fine with that, right? Like, that's basically what I'm saying. If this is his play, like both into Flappy Bird, hey, that's really good. That means my Shaku gets to live. That means I have extra development. That means I'm not getting hit in the face. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like we make it more annoying for him this way. Whereas if you kill the big boy, oh, good job playing Elemental. I'm so sorry. Good job, Flame Elemental. Warrior. Okay. Shame concede. I think that that's a reasonable decision by him. Alright. Do I keep Valspine Slayer? I do need a way to get through Tar Lords, but my draft is fairly heavy, so it can go really badly if I keep a 5. So I'm gonna try and hit, you know, a 2 or a 3, something like that. Yeah, this seems super good. Backstab Fledgling, ready to go. I have 2 SIs, so there's a chance I don't cycle this. But I think I do, because if I get like Huckster, I could play it on 2, right? I guess it's Twilight Summoner. I don't really want Beast. Weasel wouldn't be terrible to combo, but I think against most warriors it's a bit more of a longer game. What was the pack with Sinister Strike? Wisp and Magma Rager. Yeah. Wisp and Magma Rager. Okay. So if I go for the backstab trade Fledgling here, Fledgling on an empty board, that's obviously good. Fierce Monkey is still in the... No, Fierce Monkey is out. Yeah, Fierce Monkey is out. So, no Fierce Monkey on 3. If I go Fledgling pass, he can cleave and trade. And I won't be able to backstab this next turn, and I don't really want a dagger. So I'm gonna go with it. So he's pretty happy with this until he sees the bird. He's like, yeah, it's pretty good, man. I was like, oh, fuck. Tar Creeper? Tar Creeper's okay. I mean, we don't want Tar Creeper, right? But it doesn't kill my guy immediately. Whereas a Fierce Monkey would have, so... No. 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 Alright. Maybe just Fledgling pass? No, I think that you really don't want to let the cleave kill your guy. If he cleaves, you can drop Twilight, which is also okay. Not really, right? You lose your bird. Okay. I could go for Fan and kill it. It's probably better, right? Just man up and Fan this turn. Yeah.
Here we go.
Draw last, Ellie Giggle. Mimic Pot seemed a lot better because you're only fanning one guy, but I feel like you could get into big trouble if you don't kill it. Seems good. That's a whole lot of tempo. But it is one of my only hard removals. My other line is kind of bad though. This puts a whole lot of pressure on the board as well.
I wonder.
I think we take it.
Who goes there?
Plays it, then he plays a 5-11 concede. Well, I have Stormwind Champion, which is what made me okay with the play. And my deck can actually do quite well in the value department. Whereas if I don't do it, I feel like my alternative wasn't good enough. Like my alternative kind of just sucked. Back to work. Sure. Oh, that's a nice draw. I'm a little afraid of execute, so I'm just thinking, do I ever trade here?
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Like, I absolutely want to go face. Sets up the lethal, right? If he doesn't hero, even if he hero powers. If he has the execute, it's unfortunate. I like this way too much.
Here we go.
If he drops the tar guy, we just assassinate and get him. Yeah, I like it too much that we win if he has a tar guy. So, playing the Valspine made it pretty likely we were going to have a really nice board for our Stormwind.
I will fight with
Remind me to take a break after this one, guys. Like, get some stretches in. Pyro is really nice against Pally. think I'll just keep the Pyro. We still want to try and get some alternatives. Okay, Valspine comes back. I'm never sad to see him, but I think we don't keep him in many matchups with this deck. Just a little heavy. This is a pretty dead card for now. Pint-Sized allows us to play a 1 and a dagger next turn, which I think is worth it.
Summoning portal open.
Summoning portal opened. Snailman. Oh man, I can play a 1 and then SI this guy. That's really cool. Let's do that. Am I daggering? Am I just playing the Pyro? Probably just playing the Pyro, right? Means I lose my combo potential. But I can't combo it next turn anyway, right? Yeah.
You want to buy a funnel cake?
Boop. Hey, Zero. That is an option. This is a little bit of a tricky situation, right? Because we're going in with Huckster, that gets us a draw. But Swashbuckler also gets us a draw.
I wonder.
Well, Swashbuckler is really nice to combo other stuff with. Could also just trade the 3, but I don't really want to. I think I'm just going to trade the Huckster. No. Man, do I want to SI here to develop? Not really.
Many options.
I think I just go in with this and see if I get a play. It's not a bad card. We'll see if we still SI agents. Yeah, I think I will just SI agents for the tempo here.
This guy's toast.
This is fine. It's a bit overkill, but our hand doesn't really allow for easy combos after we play the 1-1.
Got them boys.
Somebody's been paying attention. Alright. So we could Stormpike 1, trade for the full clear. Probably just using Assassin's Blade here. I think I full clear to play around. Well, he can't steed me yet, so har.
So many.
But then again, I'm just protecting a Pyro, which he can trade anyway. Holy Wrath could AoE, but we can't dagger, so it kind of doesn't make sense.
Here we go.
Just gonna go ahead and trade off my Pyro, which feels a little bad, man, but it plays around him having more options, like a King's, for instance. He can't steed yet. So essentially what I'm missing there is 3-phase, because he can always trade my Pyro anyway. So it's not like I'm saving my Pyro. I'm just pushing 3-phase and I'm giving him more options. It's making it more annoying for us to clear. Stormpike, boop. Boop, boop. That's clear, but it's not a good one. I might just leave him with the Egg Napper, honestly. Might just Stormpike the 1-1 and jam face. What if he buffs the Egg Napper?
I wonder.
He's always gonna buff something, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, but I missed so much damage. Alright, I'm gonna go for the slightly riskier, but much more efficient in the long run play.
Here we go.
That's just 7-phase I get to deal and I don't give him multiple bodies, right? What happened to Arena? They changed it to standard. So you're more likely to get Oh, he's going for the super safe play. I can respect that. You're more likely to get spells right now. Stormwind Champion. Kill it. A 2-2 versus a 2-6. He kills here. Next turn we can Mimic Pot and Valspine. So I could Champion and chill. Start with the Champion for sure.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
Okay. So play number 1 is kill this thing. He gets a 2-6. Yeah, that's just better, right?
Here we
Start to work on it.
Hey, lights out.
Alright, well we know what's getting killed. He trades there to protect it.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Oh, interesting. Little bit of a punish. Un petit peu de punish, oui oui. So we could go for Mimic Pot, Slayer, Bump for the full clear. Means he doesn't get the Dino Size. I could also use Naga Corsair to give it extra damage, but I'll take a whole lot of damage and I don't really want to. So I'll start with this. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Journey Below. It's pretty flexible. Not too sad.
Here we
Honestly, I have to say, I like this arena more than the previous arena. I know that a lot of people were like, oh, you know, but we don't want to turn this into constructed. It's not constructed, right? It's definitely not constructed. But I like that you have to think outside of the, you know, old arena box a lot more often these days. If I go Mastodon and he dino sizes and kills my Mastodon, I'm going to be pretty darn sad. So what's my alternative? My alternative is to look with Journey, but then I don't really get anything. So I think it is Mastodon. And then I have to Holy Wrath the dino size, which kind of sucks. If I Journey... I Holy Wrath... I think the play is Mastodon and you're just really sad if he dino sizes. Because your hand just doesn't work otherwise. He's got this card since Mulligan, but he kept it, right? Yeah. He's had this card since 2 and this card since 4. So these two are more likely to be dino size. Oh, thank God. That's such a huge deal he doesn't have dino size here. You like the current meta? Yeah, Dreads. I saw your reply as well. That's cool. Well, it's not a bad draw. It's not a bad draw. We could go for Holy Wrath here, Assassinate here. Could also get a dagger in. Assassinate, that's 7. That means we're also not doing this. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and play a Journey. Play the first one because it doesn't say created by Mimic Pod. Assassinate. I could go for Assassinate 0, which means I won't get a dagger. But I will get a body for dino size. I think that's better than picking another big inflexible card. Means we won't get the dagger, unfortunately. I guess I should do this first, good habits and all.
So many wonderful poisons.
So many wonderful poisons. Okay. Set up the lethal by going face. This arena is so swingy and random, it feels less skill to get to 12 wins and more RNG. So I think you have that feeling if you use your measurement of what is a good arena to Curvestone, right? But if you actually respect the things that can happen in the game, right? And you play around them, because you can play around a lot right now. I feel like you can, it's nowhere near as random. Dagger Corsair deals with this, which is 6 mana. And then it's kind of weird from there. Dino size won't get me anywhere. Holy Wrath here doesn't do enough as well. Dagger Corsair is pretty good, so I'll just do another journey. Dagger Corsair 6. I can fit a fork, right? Yeah. Play the fork. It's fine.
Settle the ship.
Time to die.
Here we go.
Just gonna push face again. So we can just kill him with the Holy Wrath. Alright.
Engaging TC-130.
I was actually thinking about it. MCT is one of the few ways he kills me, but trading there made no sense. Because you'd have to trade off your Zeril into a 4-4, right? Alright, bro.
Reporting for duty.
So, do we have guaranteed somehow? Oh yeah, we do.
Well played.
Sweet.
Valera versus Uther.
Oh yeah, the guaranteed lethal was using the dino size, right? Yeah.
Your back.
Kind of fucked that up. Kind of want to keep the Corsair. We don't have 4s and it's a really nice 4. Okay. I need to dagger on one without using coin. Can anyone teach me how? 'Cause that makes for a pretty good curve. I'll take this.
Reporting for duty.
It's all good. Especially because he made a dude. If we coin here, our curve gets way too weird. Now we could potentially even coin the 4 and go with 1 and a 3. Oh, wow, we actually have the synergy. So if I coin the 4, he trades here. Kill it with the 5-4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even kill it the other way. I could play this. I don't have to coin.
So
I play this. He hits here. Face and my guy go in. It's actually not too bad either. Keep 2 health instead of 1 health, and it doesn't waste the 1 damage. It's actually better. I like that more. The eye is a little far to the right. Wait, what? If he kills here, we're technically 1 off, but I can fan, which is pretty good. Oh, it's no longer good. But I can get the Corsair out, which we'll do. Okay. He's like, fuck it, I'm not giving this up. Fuck that shit. So if we go Flame, SI1, kill the other. That's fairly good. It opens up Kalimos. Not that I want to Kalimos, super likely. Could go for Stormpike, but that's kind of weird. I could still go for Corsair, but I feel like it's not really necessary because of what he did. So I think we just go with this.
Ha, this guy's toast.
here we go.
I don't know, I felt super greedy not to finish up the 1-1 with his space. I felt wrong, because I had to kill developed already. Like, if you would force me to dagger, sure, fair enough. No, I always get forced to dagger because the thing can attack. I think it's just wrong. Should have given up a charge.
Shiny.
So he can't kill it anyway. Kalimos is kind of bad development because he kills it pretty easily, but oh, I think it's fine.
Brothers
is fine. Coin Blaze Collar's gotta be the play, right? Yep.
Hey, lights out.
Hey, lights out. So let's hope he plays a 4 health minion that gets buffed to 5, and then we trade back in Coin Blaze Collar. Nope. Goes for the slow play. So first question is, do we need to Blaze Collar? Because of the Tark Reaper, like, we definitely don't have to. What's my alternative? I can go Corsair, kill this, coin the Tark Reaper, next turn have the Blaze Collar. I think I like that a little bit more. Doesn't give him a coin. And we don't overkill by a humongous amount.
Here we go.
Elemental Rouge. I think that's our 2 only elementals, right? That's pretty lucky draws. Yeah. Okay. Feels bad. Still feels bad, man. So Blaze Collar trade is so weird. Blaze Collar pass. Make him trade himself. Plays a bit around Dino Size. Then you have to Dino Size this thing. I could Stormpike trade, but then the 2/6 gets a good deal, and it's bad. Just gonna go Blaze Collar pass.
Hands consume you.
Alright. Palspine's good to have in the hand, of course. Fairly slow draw from us, like lots of big guys, but that's okay. It feels like we can hang on.
Accidents. They happen, you know?
Wow, took that. That's okay. We got a pretty good Stormpike here. We give him the kill with the 2 and 2 though. Alright, let's work on alternatives. I could go for the Valspine, but that seems such a waste. If I commando here, trade there, dagger up. I could get the Journey in, but the Journey is a really nice Valspine comboer.
Many options.
I could go for Fan and Dagger, bump, but that does even less. I think I'm okay using the Journey here. That's not going to happen for us, but is it still better for next turn, 4 and 5? I don't really like the summoner in this position.
I've got a huge guy.
It's fine. Like he gets the clear, but we have lots of cards, and we have one very, very tempo heavy removal.
Say hello to
Okay,
my
looks like we might go down that route. Which would mean we play the flower and the other flower. Flower in the plant. Can you explain why Sharazine instead of a 1/1? Because the 1/1 doesn't do anything straight away, right? The 5/3 is on the board and has pressure. I have enough breed. I just want instant effect. Like, I was thinking about playing Valspine this turn, and I didn't want to play a 1/1. This is 5 damage to go into the next turn, right? I think we stick by the play here. It's crazy how he feels like he is in such a good such a good shape with that board, and then you just flip that. Dino Size will keep him in good shape. It's unfortunate. We could play champion double trade if he trucks 10 phase. No, far left card. It's a spell. It's been stuck for a while. In what world would you hit Fan and Valspine that turn? I don't think the Fan does enough there, seeing as you're not developing a 5-3.
You pay, I protect.
8-8. Holy shit. That's pretty bad. I would love for him to trade here. Yeah. No face, please. Face is off limits. No. He still has that spell, so I'm afraid of a Dino Size lethal next turn. If I fan here, this goes to 7. If I then champion, I can kill this, but I take the 8.
Many options.
We could just go for champion double trade. I think I do still fan to remove the Divine Shields, right? Okay. So, champion, trade, dunk, dead to Dino Size. Champion double trade, bump. Dino Size is here, goes face, Mastodon. We might still have a chance. I'm gonna double trade, I don't want to take the 8. It's gonna be a rough play regardless. He was holding an equality. Okay. It's much better for us than a Dino Size. So absolutely overtraded there, but I think it was worth. You can't get past the Mastodons, we're doing well. I think I might hold this to revive. Like if I just play Mastodon now, I can probably revive it next turn. On the other hand, 6 and 1 is kind of useful to kill this. I could revive it right now, but that seems kind of weird. Because he can just kill it fairly easily, right? Okay. Please no answer. I was just really afraid of the far left card being a Dino Size. Such a scary card. Such a scary card in the late game.
Accidents. They happen, you know?
Okay, that's kind of good. It's not so good, but at least he doesn't get through, so that's fine. Oh, interesting. That makes clearing up a lot easier for us. Ooh, that does a lot of work for us as well. So I probably still have mana to Swashbuckler, but I'm just gonna double check for reasons, right? So if I go 6 in here and the ping in here, these go to 1/1s. This is down to a 5 and 2. I could den Assassin's Blade and kill it. 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I still Swashbuckler just because in case I get something good, right? Be pretty sick. That's good. Has taunt as well. So we're definitely playing this. Definitely doing this.
Choose soon.
And then, do I deal with this or not? I don't think we do, right?
I'm on fire.
Here we go.
Oh, it will already revive. That's fine. I wasn't sure. The rope was burning and I was like, yeah, I don't want to risk like missing it. 5-1? No, 5-2. So we played a thing too much. Why doesn't it lose 1 health? Because it was already on 2. Like, it would only lose health if its maximum health was boosted.
Not on my watch.
Okay. It's a little bad, but we still didn't take 5. That's good. Yeah, we just want to clear here, right? Play it safe.
You want to buy a funnel cake?
Here we go.
You can't lose from here? Well, it's gonna be hard, but it's always a possibility, right? Sure. So that was pretty good, this pick. Corpse Flower. Bottom to 1. Yeah. Correct play. Because it's not just about them getting position, it's about them being able to hit you in the face for 10. It's pretty sweet.
You asked for it. Watch your...
Alright, a mage matchup. Cool. Ooh. Kind of want to keep this versus mage, because getting the servant out is quite nice. Okay. Fairly reactive, but looks okay. It's cool. You just go real slow. If you play Tar Creeper, we kind of have to commit to Coin Calimos, so it's the only thing I'm kind of sad about. Journey, coin, SI, kill it into Tar, or Tar, trade ping, coin Calimos. I think I like just being able to develop the Calimos. And Tar Creeper in general isn't very good against Mage because it doesn't push damage. So I'd be okay with this. A Mage matchup, cool. You could hear the excitement there. I don't know, I like playing against Mages. I know a lot of you don't, but I think that it's usually interesting. This is a little unfortunate. So this means we're either going to Calimos and take some damage, or we are going to kill it with the SI and then miss out on the Elemental. I don't think I can miss out on the Elemental in this matchup, which is a little sad, but I really need this stuff.
Brothers, heed my call.
Oh baby. Calimos chain. It's pretty greedy, but like Mage has a hard time dealing with that. People who just have repeated stuff. So that's just speaking from my own experience as Mage, right? Because Mage has a hard time punishing slow, greedy development. They're all about like stopping rush and going for the super, super long game, but mid-rangey minions for free, that's pretty good.
I love omelets.
It's not trading, that's okay with us, right? Like, we're okay doing it slow. We have a really nice slow play. Start the elemental chain, boys. Choo, choo. So we have some nice plays otherwise, but like I said, I feel like it's hard to lose when you do this. If he gets Meteor, I guess here is better, right? That depends. How am I trading? I'm trading this off in most cases, so I can stab this and kill a 1/1. So the answer is it doesn't matter.
Others, heed my call.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
That's pretty sick. I mean, we did keep it in the opening hand because we know how good it is against Mage, but it's doing much more than it ever should. It's like free shit. Give us all the free shit. Wow. He's like, what is trade? Baby, don't hurt me. Yeah, I mean, I'm down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can do this, right? 9 cards. Oh man, so lazy. I mean, I'm gonna do the Elemental Discover no matter what. So I guess I may as well see what I get and then potentially Swashbuckler, right? This is too good not to. Aww. We came to kind of a disappointing ending, but after all that good stuff, we can't complain. Glacial Shard might actually be good. Means we don't have to kill this. And we can get it out this turn. So we can't even play whatever we get, so I'm just gonna do the things that happen, right? This just happens. Yeah, I think I just freeze. Fuck it. Don't really want him to get past this thing. If he AoEs us here, I'm kind of okay with that. Keep a 4/1, we can stab this. For just 1 more mana, you get infinite Yetis. Yeah. He's got his own synergy. Okie dokie. So we can play 1 mana cards, Foul Spine this, trade off this, go face. We could also play Stormwind, but as long as the Wasp is on board, I'm not comfortable developing my Stormwind. I could also assassinate this to not go too fast and not put too many things on board, and then just dagger here. I think that might be better, because I'm a little bit afraid if I go like Swashbuckler, Journey, Valspine, that I've got a pretty good Flame Strike board for him. And as long as I have the Valspine, I can kind of react to whatever he does properly. Also, getting the Assassinate out of the way before Mana Bind comes down, making it annoying, is better.
Choose soon.
So I'm just gonna go with the dagger and push the damage.
Here we go. I don't want to develop the Stormwind as long as the Wasp is on board, man. I feel like it's too dangerous. Alright. Backstab and SI can deal with it. We don't have to sacrifice our Valspine. Backstab SI would be 3 mana. We could go for a 3 and a Redagger in the Swarmer. We could also get the 1 mana cards out of the way. Could also get the Vicious Fledgling down to start pressuring him, force something to happen. That's probably better. Do I go with the Redagger or do I get the 1 mana cards? I kind of want the 1 mana cards to trigger my Valspine. So I'm gonna go this way.
Ha, this guy's toast.
Here we go.
So my one concern is Meteor, which deals with the boards very, very, very nicely. Perhaps I should just go with this. Yeah, I don't want him to Meteor me. Meteor would be too perfect. Meteor here, board gone. Because if he Meteors and keeps his stealth, we actually have a problem developing. Okay, Portal to 3-drop is like fine, I guess. fish, ping the fish, ping the fish. Shaku's a nice bit of pressure. I think this is a swashbuckler turn. I could go for Valspine. I don't really want to, but I might. Either way, it's a swashbuckler turn. Okay. So if we Valspine here, face, face, face. I don't really want to give him too much for his AoE. He could have a mammoth lined up, right? This is a delicate balance between not giving him too much for AoE. 2, 3. I guess I play the apprentice, that's fine. Pretty funny. Alright, so this is definitely an AoE turn for him if he has it. The reason I developed her as well is he doesn't know it, but we can deal with another big minion. So, off the top. So I'm a little sad if we were to develop. I'm a little sad if we were to develop a little too little to deal with the bigger threats. The mage is playing fairly well. He's doing his job. So our question now is, do we play around the second AoE? And I think the answer is no. Which might mean he wins. I think we need pressure, right? Because this is getting pinged off. Alright, so he wants to always hit Flappy Bird. And we want to protect Shaco and Flappy Bird. So I guess Shaco and Flappy Bird go on edges, question mark? Which is a little unconventional positioning, but I think it's correct. We have a really nice way of reactivating her. For all the value we've already dumped in this match, we still have some to go. We have Mimic Pot left, we have Mastodon, Sated Trashadon. Assassin's Blade is also a really good card right now, because he's on 15 and we can just pressure his face.
What to do?
So yeah, if he has a Flame Strike saved up, we're obviously really sad. Ooh, okay. That's pretty tame. That's pretty good for us. Has to take care of Flappy Bird, I guess. Yeah, that's a good deal for us. Stormwind can finally come out. Oh. Polymorph 8. Alright. Finally. The Might of Stormwind! So this is 4. 4 and 2 can kill it. Do I free kill it with the Shaco or do I keep the Shaco healthy? I'm gonna keep the Shaco healthy. Wow, what a draw. Seeing as we no longer have the Sherazine, we don't have to hold back. So question is, dagger up his face now or play into AoE? He's kind of shown us he doesn't have the AoE. If I dagger his face and he pings here, he's on 11. Assuming he deals with this. I think because I drew the Kabbalist Tome, I'm actually gonna empty the hand.
I don't have enough mana.
Okay, I was meant to play this. Oh man. I don't know, I don't think I'm super distracted. I think it's just Small brain farts here and there. Does Tom says mage spells? Yeah, you get mage spells. So I'm gonna go with this first, because I might just get lethal, right? Oh, do I already have lethal? Oh, I definitely have lethal now.
Here we go.
No! Oh no! I mean, at least we're rogue, right? We don't have Envenom Weapon, which is my usual tactic. Oh man, what a hand. Flappy Bird now. Oh my god, it's disgusting, yes. It's like you never get a minion. Never! Never! Shady as Neo. Yeah. We got a lot of no boys coming in. Well, I guess statistically it's a no. Fuck it. Bad, Druid, Warrior, Shaman. No, Shaman's good. Shaman's actually really good. I feel like people so underestimate Shaman. But it's difficult. It's difficult to draft and play well, but it's really good when executed properly. It's like super... like, you can work with so much. I've had so many Shaman games which I thought were unwinnable, which I then still won because of Gold Volcano. Like, you can do so much work with Shaman. Alright, I'm gonna go and play the one. We don't need the coin yet. Let's see what we get first. Oh, baby! Oof! Making me all juicy here. Oof! It's all good, man. Alright. Coin a Psy and trade is pretty good. Gets a 3 on the board. We save the backstab. I could go for backstab dagger, kill it, but coin a Psy and trade seems pretty good. Just do it.
Ha, this guy's toast.
You kind of like Druid? I mean, anything is playable. Warrior to a degree probably isn't, but there's a difference between playable and 9-win averages, right? Because my rogue and my mage are quite a bit above 9 right now. My rogue is for sure. My mage is probably barely above 9. But I say that like it's a bad thing. Like, oh, barely above 9. I mean, yeah. So there's a difference between playable and, you know, destroying everything. Power shield? Sure. Do we take the backstab Violet? I feel like I don't really want to give him something. The upside of not killing this is we get the Potion of Madness at next turn, which is a pretty darn big upside. It's kind of hard for him to really punish us for not killing this. I'm actually going to leave it alive because of Potion of Madness. Because I feel like I will not have enough stuff to deal with the next drop.
This only works on
lights out.
It's a little greedy. Absolutely admitting that it's a little greedy. But there is a lot of potential here. Oh my god! Alright, how do I do this? It needs to die, so my 4 damage needs to go in, right? Yeah. Oh, that's pretty good the way how we did it. So if my 4 damage goes in, I steal a Potion of Madness, then I ram it into the 2-2. My guys get buffed. Do I just dagger and not lose too much? I could go in with a 3-1 and ping it. That's a little safer against AoE. Go in with the 3-1. Razor Pedal. Ping it, steal it, trade it. I'm gonna go with that one. Means we save a backstab as well. If I backstab it, it goes to 4. On 1, no, we can't do it that way. Okay. So I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do that. I have to do that.
Pleasure is mine.
I have to do that. We go boop. And bad. Oh baby, what a turn. So good. So good. Justinian, thanks so much for the sub, man. Good to see you. Welcome. Good to have you back. Alright. What's this? This deck isn't golden? We got some goldens, right? Backstab, Assassin's Blade, and 2/2 isn't a bad turn. Backstab, Stormpike, and 2/2 is also not a bad turn. Probably gonna go for the Stormpike. Get the 4 power out.
So many options.
Yeah, that seems good enough.
I've got a huge
Look behind you.
What do you think about Stonehill Defender and Hunter? It really depends what it's up against. I don't think it's premium. Because in Hunter you're more looking to curve, right?
Ha, this guy's toast.
Oof, that's rough. He showed me. Might be just a slow Assassin's Blade turn. Super good value. I don't even take damage. He can't kill it on board. Yeah.
Here we go.
Hey JB. How does it feel to get your shit stolen, Priest? Yeah. I love it. Whenever I get Potion of Madness against the Priest, I love it. It's so good. Because then you just show them how broken that shit is, right? Like what we just did there to his 2/6, that was pretty sad. Like I almost felt sorry for him. Almost.
Hey, you want to buy
Oh man, he is getting some pretty good steals. Okay. This means he can no longer heal, which means we already have 9 damage on our weapon. We could just go for it. I think I do still kill the 2/2.
Behold the might of
Yeah, I think I
Here
do.
we go.
Yeah, pretty amazing steals. An SI agent, and then he gets a Huckster from a Crystalline Oracle. Okay, we have Assassinate. Not a Sagoth, I guess? Sure. So we get to push 9, we have a 4/4 Flappy Birds. Life is good. Life is good.
Here we go.
Dunk, dunk. Shadow Form really farmed me as a mage. Like I played mage against Priest and Shadow Form was really good. And this guy was ready for the late game, holy shit.
It is finished. You win.
Well played.
Is Shadow Form that bad? No, I mean, it's matchup dependent. Like, he played Shadow Form into an aggressor, which is usually not the right call, because, like, that's whole Priest... That's pretty much Priest's entire spiel, right? Like, you can't really just go for the reach, because they'll heal themselves. I don't think it was terrible, right? Like, you had to do something. But it's a lot better in slower matchups. Like, versus Mage, Shadow Form is really good. I think I keep Corsair. It's, like, so slow, but... Against Mage, that's just what I feel I need. I just need something to play and start punching them. Like, if I get so many reactive cards in my hand, versus Mage, that's usually not necessary. Or I could just draw a perfect curve regardless. Do I dagger here or not? Thespian into Dagger Buccaneer isn't terrible either. Then we get to keep our guy.
An autocrat. I suppose.
You can reset the coins. No, this is okay, Nike. This is okay. I'll inform you guys once we will make a decision on how to change it. Yeah, I like Dagger Buccaneer trade here. If he goes for the ping, we just play this. Who goes Darp? Hey, where's my guy? I'm in charge now. So we traded Thespian for Thespian. Think that was okay?
Perhaps.
Yeah, him. If that's his entire turn 3, we've traded 1 mana for 3 mana, which is a very good deal. Sweet.
Scuttle the ship.
Okay, can keep our face from freezing. Damage dealt, right? Yeah. Trading here kind of sucks. Could get the Dark Reaper out.
So many options.
Push 5 face. It's probably a better deal. He wants to kill this anyway, right? Let the Dark Reaper do its thing. If you're the aggressor, Dark Reaper generally doesn't do that much later on, so you want it to do its job by protecting your board. Like that's how Dark Reaper pushes damage. Dark Reaper pushes damage because these guys don't have to trade, right?
You are shivering.
Okay. Some good value there. So he has coin, but can I beat a Flame Strike? I might be able to beat a Flame Strike. But do I really want to play a Sated Treshadon here? I could kill the 7/7 and get the Sated Treshadon out. I'm not in an all-in situation. I don't have to go all in here. Like Sated Treshadon here, take the 7, push 2. I think that's actually fine. Like let's scale it back a moment. There's no need to go that aggressive, right? Play this over here.
Here we go.
Keeping the Pint Size alive, taking 7, just so we can push some damage as well. Pint Size could be repeated damage, not to mention the ramp effect. So this play is double-sided, right? It doesn't lose on the spot to Flame Strike. It pushes a whole lot less damage, but it also means I don't have a 7 and whatever to deal with next turn. The other play that ignores it kind of hopes for me to just draw an answer to the 7 damage minion, because otherwise that thing's gonna just farm my board. So a pretty slow play as Rogue versus Mage, killing that thing. But I think it's correct. It's gonna freeze my guy. Sure. Then ping it or not? I hope he just plays something because I have the SI. Okay. We can deal with that, meaning he can't kill this off next turn. If he's got AoE, we're a little sad. But I think I just develop here. Positioning wise, put the SI in the middle, right? Yep.
This only works on the super
This guy's
Here we go.
So by killing this thing, we prevent the hit and the ping here. Yeah, if he's got AoEs for days, this was gonna be a rough match regardless. Especially with the dead draw here with the Sinister Strike. It's a little unfortunate. Are there Bibo alerts? No, JB. We are probably going to switch away to a different platform. But I'm gonna see how we get to carry over the points from Bibo. Oh, he doesn't have another spell, thank god. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I start things off with a fan here, just purely to cycle. Puts this to 7. SI puts it to 5. Yeah. Okay. SI puts it to 5. Dagger, 3 and a 1. Push face. I think we need to really stretch our resources here, so I think we dagger, especially because it's 3.
Here we go.
Ha, this guy's toast. Hey, lights out.
Look behind you.
Yeah, so now we are very, very much the attacker. We always were, but now it's a much clearer path, seeing as we're really running out of stuff. Okay. It's good news he didn't have a humongous taunt. We do have 3 damage here, right? It's not entirely useless. Not exactly the draw we were hoping for, but we're gonna have to just tempo it out. Face in the 4, kill this, because this kills this anyway, so the health is more relevant than the damage right now. So we get that out of the way.
Go. Look behind you.
Hey, lights out.
We can't afford to hold this, so let's go. Try and get there. Coins only transfer for subs. I mean, I'm gonna see if I can just get the data from Bebo itself. Otherwise, we'll just work where you guys just send me a screenshot of how many points you have or whatever. I don't know. We're all out of secrets. 5, 8, 9. Well, I mean, we're going face, that's for sure.
Hey, lights out.
Here we go.
So 4 damage in hand. What are we transferring to? I'm not sure yet, Chibi. We're in the market, so to speak. Okay, he's still not AoEing. This is good news. We drew fairly poorly the last couple draws, unfortunately. Look at all the juicy stuff that's still left here. Okay.
When Earth moves,
That's pretty brutal. Alright. Save me, baby. Oh boy. Right, what I needed. Bump, 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 bump. This gets me 2 phase, but it gets pinged off. Phase. I could use Razor Pedal here, right?
So many.
Razor Pedal. Bump, bump, bump. Let's start with that and see if it's secret. Okay. It's an acceptable counterspell. So if I go now with the Volcanic, I clear the board without taking too much damage and I push 2. He clears my board though. If I push 2, he's down to 6. Next turn I can push 4. If I don't do that, I'd be doing face 2, 2, 1. This stays alive, I take a shit ton of damage. Yeah, I'm gonna go and push the damage. Yeah, pretty unlucky in the last couple of things that happened. Alright. If we get an SI agent, no, we've used them. Stormwind Knight, Assassin's Blade. It's a bit late for the big guys as well, because we've lost all our momentum. It's just a couple dead draws, unfortunately. Can I interest you in not pinging my guy? Geyser? Yeah, Geyser ping. Is he setting up? It's not Pyroblast right now. Okay. I'll play this to pad the 6.
Here we go.
Unfortunate game, really. Like, me. The draws were really subpar. Even the Burgle was like, I mean, I get AoE when my board is full of stuff. There's so many mage cards that would have been sick there, right? Like, even Meteor, like, just a removal. Like, I'm not even talking Fireball or Pyro or whatever, right? I'm just talking, like, just removal for that taunt. Like a Poly or even a Frostbolt to go face, you know. Unfortunate. It's pretty unlikely we get him in time. Molten Reflection? Yeah. Yeah, it feels like he's definitely got us next turn. So we're gonna need to draw the lethal this turn. Or like Mastodons to save ourselves. Alright, let's go. Assassin's Blade. Let's do it. Justice.
I've got a huge gun.
Well played.
We got there. Legal.
Well played.
Just you gotta whine a little bit as well, just so RNG just takes note.
You asked for it. Watch your...
Kept Corsair last time. It's pretty good. I'm gonna do the same this time. Okay. I kind of want a dagger on one, but the Flappy Bird I might change my mind. Huge gun. Yep. Sinister Strike wins games. Well, if that wasn't the Sinister Strike, let's say that was like just a Yeti or whatever, right? I could have just played a Yeti, right? A whole while ago and hit him in the face for 4. Okay. So, Pint-Sized allows me to play a 1 and a 2 next turn, but that's not really a thing. I think I'm just gonna go for tempo with a Razor Pedal. Because Dagger rarely buys me Flappy Bird here. We are in the Flappy Bird game. It could have been a Magma Rager or a Wisp. Yeah, but that would have just gotten pinged off. So, Sinister Strike for me was a better one there. Oh, what do you know? Dagger would have done. What do you know? So do we just go Razor Leaf, Summoner, face? It's not bad. 4 power on the board. The other one's trade, Flappy Bird. Next turn, Awkwardness.
So many options.
Pint-Sized allows us to play Flappy Bird Dagger as well. I kind of like that. Take it. You only play against mages? No, my first half of the arena run was no mage. But the higher up you go, the more mages you will see. Okay, he did play an elemental last turn. Oh wow. I think I just take that. I'll keep the Pint-Sized train going. Next turn I can even dagger Corsair. No, he has Geyser. That's a good tempo swing for him. Okay, but because he has Geyser, even if I double trade, he will ping the Flappy Bird. Do I just let him Geyser this? I think I just let him Geyser this, which is kind of sad. But he would require another 2-drop, right? And he doesn't have a 2-3 in his hand because he chose to play Tempest over the potential 2-3. So it's actually not guaranteed he has a good turn here.
Options.
He might Geyser the Pint-Sized. I doubt it with a 4-2 on board.
Coming through.
Like, you don't want to do this into the Geyser, right? This card is Geyser, but the alternatives just weren't compelling enough for me. And there is a chance that he doesn't have a 2-drop here. He might have to play the 1-2. He's got double 1-2. That's fine, we can dagger Naga Corsair. Man, this Pint-Sized is getting huge value. I think I jammed the 2. I think he wants to kill it anyway. Make him dagger.
Settle the
Here
shit.
we go.
Coming through.
2 damage is pretty worth. You saw last game, right? How much 2 damage would have mattered. So against mage, especially as a rogue, you're bound to run out of steam at some point, so you want to get the damage in. What's the red stripe? The red bar there is the song bar. If people donate, they can opt to request a song, and then that bar will display what the song is, how long it's going to be running for and stuff. Oh, man, this guy's going for the full greed. I kind of like it. Means we're getting a lot of damage in. Thresh it on, kill this, push 7. Can't really Valspine properly. Thresh on is kind of hard to break, he needs polymorph exactly. The other plays are like Shaku, Fledgling, but then he gets to trade. I really want this 5 to go face, I want him to be the one that trades. So I think we're okay with the Threshodon here. The thing is, like, I kind of want the Threshodon into his turn 7 for AoE. But that means I play into... No, we'll play the Threshodon, it's fine.
Here we go.
Coming through. Taste my
Get the face. You were kind of happy that this channel doesn't have annoying music. Well, I mean, there is no music, right? Because nobody donates. That's not fair to say. I've got plenty of people that support me. But I don't know, like, even though there is an option, like, it's not getting spammed, right? I think we take the Valspine and just jam 5. If we dagger the shield off and hit, this goes into flame strike range, which isn't the worst thing. But I really just want to push the damage. It's more about just pushing the damage than it is about removing the minion. Roasted himself. I can't complain, guys. I can't complain. I can play video games all day and survive. That is more than enough. More than enough. Can we request the color of the red bar? Kind of fits the team a little bit more, right? This way, it's like into the overlay. Normally the red bar blends into the scenery because the webcam box of the co-op will be there. Shouldn't Pyro be on the left? Oh, he can't ping yet, you're right. At the same time, if he goes Meteor here, then you kind of don't mind because you hit the 1/1s, right? Alright, so if we Sinister Strike, he goes to 9, trades, bump, face. Seems good.
Well,
Okay, Rogue. I haven't had many of those this run.
you're back.
It's kind of awkward, but still good enough, I think. Ooh. We have enough things to combo, so... Okay, keeping the Swashbuckler. Prevent the dagger up. Might want to hold this for our Kalimos, we'll see. Not gonna greed out for it. Fine Cleaver on 5, that's disgusting ring. Disgusting. I wonder if he goes for the double hit. Guess that's what he's thinking about it. Yo, Bunny, you destroyed my 8-0 run. You're the mage you just played. Did you notice any mistakes I made? You're more than welcome to watch the replay, Happy Noob. Like, you'll probably see me commenting on things that you could have done better. I'm not sure whether there were. So he went for the hit. It's kind of good for us, because we have a lot of things he wants to dagger. Coin Shaku's a little too greedy. Like, it's too fast. It's only a 2-3. It'll die to whatever he plays. I'll get the Razor Pedal out, just to have the ping as an option. Didn't play around Sinister Strike. You mean, you were the mage that died to the Pyro, your taunt, and then perfect lethal, right? I think maybe you were a little bit too... Like, you went for the coin 5-4 against the rogue, right? Which is usually not so good. Like, you just, like, maybe went a little bit too ham for elemental synergy. Did you have something on turn 2 instead of the 2-1? Because that would have been better. Like, a little less greedy. Shaku here is absolutely an option. I don't think I need to Swashbuckler. Saving coin as this deck is also so incredibly useful. I'm just gonna go with the Shaku here. Heart Reaper doesn't really do much. Oh, Clay, my hands, my wrists have gotten way better. About 5 months ago, I went to see a neurologist who figured out I had an extreme vitamin D deficiency, which was preventing my body from handling inflammation like a normal body would. Which means that whatever I would do, my wrists would get inflamed over and over again, and it would heal very slowly. So then we got a lot of vitamin D, and that solved the problem. It's really cool. This, however, is not so cool. I'm not even sure if I want to reveal Shaku. It's too good of a kill here. Could go for the Swashbuckler. 1-1-1. It's a little spammy. I think it's correct.
I wonder.
Okay, that could be fun. It's a 4-4-4-6. Swarmer could be a thing.
Choose soon.
But I think the Undercity Huckster and Elemental could be better. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll go with this. It doesn't mean I need to dagger next turn though. I'm not even sure if I want to dagger. This definitely happens. Alright, I'll play this guy. No more co-ops though? Oh, absolutely, there will be co-ops. I mean, we had a lot of co-ops last week. Like, I think that most of you, you know, got to know the channel from me playing co-ops, right? Or if not all of you. So I feel like that's definitely something I want to keep doing. There will be more solo runs, absolutely. I think that's only normal, right? I can actually do a leaderboard attempt next month. That would be fun.
I'm not ready.
What do you point here? Shuriken? I guess so, right? I wonder if he snipes the 1-1 with the dragon. Oh, it looks like he'll just trade there. That seems much smarter.
So many options.
Okay, looks like I'll take the damage instead. And he got there. This is getting annoying now. We could get another Swashbuckler.
Many options.
Do I ever just trade off the Shaco here to see what we get? It's a little weird. Could go Shadowcaster, Coin Burglar, but then I can't play it. I could go Razor Pedal, trade the 2, trade the 1. I don't like this. Does that change anything?
The shadows beckon.
I don't like this. I think I really fucked this turn up. I think I should have gone for Tar Creeper pint-sized here. This is a dumb play. Super dumb play. I could have used it on Threshodon as well to get a 1-1 that summons 3 1-1s. Although this wouldn't have made it through the turn. It would have almost always gotten sniped. We have so many good cards left to get us back in this though. Like we have double SI, we have Fan of Knives, we have Valspine Slayer, we have Assassinate, we have Backstab. There's a lot of really nice reactive. Even Pyro could be good. So many times that it's not that I didn't get enough time to think, it's that Coin especially required me to rethink so much. So Coin going off the Shaku was just too much. Okay, this is good though. He's going a counter slow approach. So his read is that I have a shit ton of removal, which I don't. But he's like, there's no way you play that slow if you don't have removal. So he's playing its counter slow, which is super good for us, which means we don't like by default immediately lose. But also is a little scary for us. I think we start out with the Swashbuckler. Yeah. Okay, Shadow Strike's a good card. I'm probably just gonna go for the Tar Creeper and the Huckster here. Just take it pretty slow. If he trades his Wasp for this, we're okay with that. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame him. The read I'm giving him is, I will deal with whatever big guy you play. Because I'm playing extremely slow and holding back, right? So his read should be, my hand is like Valspine, Sap, Assassinate, right? Just ready to go. Fortunately, for us, he's not pushing with a big minion, because we actually had no way of punishing that.
So many options.
Shadow Strike's a good card, yeah. Just having anything reactive, right? This is just a very weird hand. We have a lot of cards, but they don't really do much. 2 of our cards are Coin. Then we have 2 more 1-mana cards. He's pretty reluctant to play a big minion, right? Yeah. Kills the 1-1, sure. Poor guy. He's like, I knew it! I knew it! I fucking knew it! What do I do? Is this always trading in here? It might be, right? Because I have the 1 damage to ping it off. Yeah. Oh wow, you can just pull back the Valspine. Do I expose the Valspine then? Like, I mean, do I Valspine this turn? I probably Valspine this turn. The question is, do I pull it back? I'm not gonna take 5. I'm gonna protect my health a little. I think he kills it. But I have 2 more SIs in the deck as well. I think if you Shadow Step your Vast Climb preemptively, you just give him a permission to spread and start hitting you in the face. At least now, he will probably spend some resources dealing with the 3-4. And if he doesn't deal with the 3-4, then, you know, we're pretty happy.
So many.
And our deck still has some good Shadow Step targets. We have SI agents, which are great. We have Naga Corsair, Stormwind Champion, Stormwind Knight, Stormwind of Kalimos, Stormpack Commando to a lesser extent. Your channel has been pretty consistent over the last 2 years, hasn't it? Not really. I mean, probably compared to other channels who take breaks and stuff more, but especially now with my back, I've been a little bit more inconsistent. And there have been moments where there has been less consistency. Kidoki. Oh, baby. So I think I'm happy playing that. A Shadow Strike here. We could just let this go.
Brothers, heed my call.
Do I pick that in this situation? If I Shadow Strike, I can Shadow Step, coin, Valspine. If not, I just Shadow Strike, trade, and then keep Shadow Step for this. Yeah, that's fine. Definitely removing some. Is coin dagger worth here? It might be. It's gonna prevent quite some damage in the long run.
Here we go.
Just getting rid of these things, meaning that he doesn't go like 2 damage next turn, 1 damage.
Lightning strikes twice.
Go ahead.
Ooh, nasty.
Make my day.
Hey Nico, what's up, dude? It's been a while. If I Shadow Step this thing, like I could push 4 damage into this and Shadow Step it, right? That makes it cost 3, which means I can still play this. So I'm gonna start with that, I believe. Because it's the cheapest option that gives me more options. If I hit Blaze Scholar, I can't play it, unfortunately.
Brothers, heed my call.
It's a bit of an unfortunate hit. I think this is legit better than this, because this is like, they both die as easily, but this at least doesn't freeze itself.
Choose soon.
Brothers, heed my call.
Oh, Glacial Shard is huge here. Saves me 8 health.
I see.
Here we go.
Super good. The 1/1 Patient Assassin is awkward. Probably gonna need to bait it out with the Threshodon. Magma Rager's rip, yeah. Never Magma Rager. He just wants to prove himself. Poor Magma Rager. He might actually cash in the 1/1 in a 4/5 here. Especially if he can deal with the other 4/5, then he definitely does it.
When Earth moves,
That's kind of bad.
This only works on the simple-minded.
Yeah, I think if you're him, you absolutely kill one. Yeah. This means Stormwind could come out. It's Stormwind makes this turn a lot better. I have no spells for the Pyro, unfortunately. So yeah, I think your only play is Stormwind Dagger here. And he's pretty likely to have removal, but then at least you can remove, like, hopefully you can't remove your Mastodon.
Behold the might of Stormwind!
I don't think we're favored. Definitely not favored. We need him to not have good cards. We need to draw Assassinate ASAP, because I can't react to anything. My hand is just like, this would be a decent hand against Mage, just stuff, just like more stuff. But against Rogues, you want to react a little bit more. It's an okay start. Feels like he's going to be trading. If we land a spell here, the Pyro could do some fantastic work, especially if the spell is Fan, because then his guy goes to 1. But I guess he's trading off the 4-3 into the 6-5. Okay, goodbye with him. Yeah. Oh, there's a Jade Shuriken he had all this time. So he gets 8 face. I think he killed the champion if you're him. Nope. It's going in. Alright, we need to hit Fan here. Nope. So, Mammoth and Prey. No, I can't kill the Wind Fury. He gets through the Mammoth with 4, 4, and 2, and then we're dead. Is there any way we're not dead? Like face here, trade here. No, we're always dead, right? Yeah, this is the thing, like we just drew all our value, we didn't draw any reactive shit. Like 2 of our SIs are still in the deck, Backstab's still in the deck, Fan is still in the deck, Assassinate's still in the deck. Feels bad, man. So always dead, right? Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Yeah, because of the 1/1 taunt, it's pretty good.
Well played.
Use weapon. Could use the weapon. I don't know.
I will fight with honor.
I don't think you can say just for Dagger, because Dagger was pretty important. Okay, I'll keep the Pyro, I don't think I keep the Fan. Playing against Pally, it's fine. I kind of want to play Mage. Like I'm pretty good against Mage with this deck. Sure. All right, that's really good for us. Slowing down there.
This only works on the simple-minded.
First couple turns pretty straightforward. Why hang on to Pint-Sized Summoner for several turns? Could you rephrase that, please? Or like, give me something concrete? Like, which turn did you want me to use it? I think the Shaku rolling could be cool, but I think we go for the tempo here. Keeping the health on the 4-3 doesn't get pinged up by a blowgill. It's a little more awkward into True Silver, but we can still just Shaku Pyro or Shaku Dagger. Why do people coin out a 2 if they don't have another 2? Because the 3-1 was gonna start to wreak some havoc, right? I can kind of understand what he did. Dagger Shaku is not the worst. Could go for an SI agent, but it would mean we're not daggering, and Dagger's pretty good. Because he's kind of going out of his way to keep something on the board.
So many options.
So I'm gonna go for Dagger Shaku. Could mean that he's trying to bait us into Consecrate, but that's fine on turn 5.
Here we go. Look behind you.
Reporting for duty.
Sure. Don't have a spell currently. Could get one of the Shaku. Okay. I can play Tar Creeper S side to kill this. So I can go boom, 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 boom. We can keep Shaku out of Consecrate range. That's good. Okay. Is that better than Dark Reaper?
Here we go.
For honor.
Look behind you.
I think it might. I don't know. Consecrate just doesn't do much in this turn anyway. Guess we'll go Dark Reaper. Okay. I can't really give you an amazing reason for either of the minions here.
This guy's toast.
I guess the best reason I can say is that I'm still on 30, so we don't need to heal him. Awesome, Gambler. Good shit. Glad you're doing well. Yeah, it looks like Shaku might just run away with the game. We're really keeping him off the board nicely. Fairly effortless even. Especially with this coming up. Because we can deal with the spreads very nicely. Tar Creeper, Kalimos? Yeah, that could be an argument, but I don't know. I'm winning so hard, I don't think we need. What does the taunt minion do? The Wicker Flame is called? Yeah, Wicker Flame heals and has Divine Shield.
Watch, they fell off a truck.
I fell off that truck. So first things first, the Shaku trading into something. I don't think we need to. We can keep it out of Consecrate range. So we'll check our draw. The hero power for 1 mana. Do I have any weapon synergy? Not yet. I think we're getting rid of the 4-1 here, right? Because we do want to clear. I don't need the extra mana. I mean, this is just so overwhelming, right? It's kind of hard for him to do anything. Holy shit, man. Somebody needs to get into the door.
Flames consume.
I'm gonna do my turn and then rope and then get him. Alright. Ain't nobody got time to check for lethals and shit. Yeah, dude, shut the fuck up. Holy shit.
Here we go.
Alright, be right back. I got back. Sorry for that, guys. Yeah.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
Well played.
It's these delivery guys, man. They're like, I have a package to deliver! Ah! 50 times. Alright, please. This is actually fairly good. Want to keep Dark Reaper or not? Doesn't really pressure. I'm not sure if I want it. I'd rather go here. It's a hand. 4, 5, 5, 5, 4. Holy shit! Yeah, that's pretty rough too. Always on stream, right? Always on stream. Looks like we're gonna just be taking it slow. Digging a hole, digging a hole. I'm getting the dagger developed because we have the Swarmer anyway. We might finish this off, we might not. We'll see. Ah, nice try. I'm a rogue. What did you think would happen? Backstab SI for full clear. Backstab dagger. Pompous coin redagger. I don't hate that. Sets up the Naga Corsair and doesn't waste the damage. Yeah, I like that one. I could just play this, of course, but the dagger's gone, and I want to play this, so I like this more. It's funny that I kept the Swarmer and we're not going to play it, but this is fine. Oh man, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Priest is getting shut down, being denied.
The game begins.
Uh-oh. Flappy Bird! He's back. The revenge of Flappy Bird. They thought he was done flapping. Dum 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 dum. Looks like we're gonna be redaggering, which means the Silhouette Swarmer might come out. Goodbye, my Flappy. Get him out of here. Yeah, we'll go with the tempo. Third dagger on turn 5. Rogue is so crazy, right? Like, I've used my third hero power on turn 5, and I'm dominating in terms of tempo, right? Uh-oh. No, no more domination. Goodbye. Yeah, we have 3-3, it's fine. He gets the dagger, but... he gets the heal. But he might not want to heal. That was a good Shadow Paint. I could have hit preemptively, but my health is getting pretty low. So I first want to check if he wants to heal. Because if he didn't want to heal, then, you know, it would have sucked regardless. From what I can judge now, I can't combo my Valspine. Nope, we're good. No, we good. So what could I possibly hit here that keeps my Shaku alive? Not a lot. I am playing this, aren't I? Yeah, because I could hit with this first, but the chance I get something to proc Valspine isn't super high anyway. Yeah, that's not getting played. So it looks like we're just trading here, unfortunately. It's not, doesn't count as draw, right? Add a random card. Yeah. Diggy diggy hole, diggy diggy hole. We're ready for the Wasp. Shadow Word Horror to remove the Wasp. Oh. Kills those guys pretty well. Don't really need it though. It's pretty good. Do I just double the health on this thing? Make a 3-8? No, we just Mimic Pot, right? Shoot here, trade here. Face here, trade here. Just Mimic Pod. It's not even that bad. It's flexible, combos things.
I've got a huge card.
Here we go.
What made you choose this song? It was rather coincidental. We just had it running on Plug DJ. Pass. Pass. Alright. I think I just make a big Flappy Bird here, play around all the things. If your mind controls a big Flappy Bird, he doesn't have it for my Mastodon, right? So if he Dragonfires potions me, would I really like these on boards? Not really. The thing is, like, playing one plays much better on mind control, but I don't know, then you play into mind control tech, right? Should have played one. Playing one would have made it so much better. Oh well, it's fine. We double trading that or not? Double trade, Mastodon, and this. Because we can deal with a second mind control with Assassinate, but I can't deal with Shadow or Death and Flappy Bird going off. I should have played one. My gut told me to play one, I didn't listen. Should always listen to your gut, guys. It's a bit of an expensive mistake. Expensive mistake. But then again, mind control tech, right? Is it really a mistake? You give him the MCT option. Oh wow, we're really glad we helped this. Greetings. It's pretty good. Just play it, right? This is not more power. It's fine. It's more flexible. But this way I get to use this. Poor Priest? Why poor Priest? He mind controlled and then deathwinged me. What is poor about that? That seems pretty dance game to me. Oh, hello. Player on Dragonfire top deck. Assassinate on the Deathwing. Feels good, man. Nice. Solo average continues to rise. Feels good. Shady confirmed, not carried by the co-ops. Good, good. Not carried by this good deck anyway either. Oh. Yeah, we beat it, guys. We beat 40k by 175.